Good morning. Today's session is section 13 of Transfer of Property Act, which deals with transfer in favor of an unborn. We can make it very clear the section does not read as transfer to unborn. However, it reads as transfer in favor of unborn. What is the difference between these two terms? The term itself makes it very clear. No transfer can be effected in favor of an unborn person directly, which means that if at all any person wants to alienate the property to an unborn, he cannot do it directly. However, it is to be transferred in favor of a living person for the first time. As per the requirement of section 13, it requires four essentials when a transfer is made in favor of an unborn. One, as we said, no direct transfer to unborn. The second one, a prior interest to be created in favor of living person. Here we should look into the term prior interest. It is not life interest. Is there any difference between these two terminologies? Yes. A prior interest is a person holding that interest is bound to relieve himself immediately when the absolute transferee comes into existence. However, if any life interest is created in favor of a person, the absolute transferee have to wait until the death of the life interest holder to get his right over the property. So here, a prior interest to be created in favor of a living person. And the third essential is the absolute reminder must be given to the unborn. What do we mean by absolute reminder? Here, whenever a person, for example, we take three persons, one is A, the transferor, and B is a person, a favor of life interest is created, and C is an unborn person in whose favor a property is to be vested with. Here, whatever being the right vested with A must go absolutely to the unborn C, which means that if any limited interest is created in favor of C, it is void. For example, if C is given a life interest and an ultimate transfer is fixed to be another unborn D, in that cases, the transfer is void because the absolute reminder is not given to C. As for the fourth essential, however, the right of enjoyment of the unborn C may be postponed until he attains majority. So who is an unborn? We may think that a person in mother's womb may be unborn, but all the purpose of property, a person in mother's womb is considered to be a living person. The same is effected in the case of partition also, you might have come across. Under IPC, certain provisions give less punishments if causing miscarriage of a child in mother's womb. So, as under property law or anything relevant to property for which a child in mother's womb is considered to be a living person to whom section 13 would not apply. So unborn is a person who is not even in the mother's womb. So a person who is proposed to be conceived is considered to be an unborn person in whose favor, by complying all the essentials of section 13, a transfer can be effected. However, this section does not apply to Muslims. Thank you.